welcome once again to the Voice of the Coast. I'm a little out of my element in this show, but we're gonna handle it. Davey Lusco is here. You've seen him before. He's the man who created RetroCon, a very popular event that happened here and hopefully will come back sometime. It's still going on, but now you have created an offshoot, Crafticon, coming up October 4th and 5th at the Municipal Auditorium. Davey, appreciate you being here.
It's my pleasure. Thanks for the invitation.
Our pleasure. Tell us about Crafticon. Where did that come from?
So Crafticon was pretty much an inspiration I had when I got feedback from vendors and just different people of the community when I was running RetroCon for these past 3 years. And we do get a lot of artists. We get a lot of creators. And I found some of them weren't making enough money at the show. And I guess I took that constructive criticism and I was like, well, what if we try and make a show that is solely for you guys? So I vet every vendor that gets approved. We're solely doing it based on if you made the stuff, you drew the stuff, you wrote the book, whatever it might be that you made, or if even a t-shirt design. You drew it, it's not like AI, artificial intelligence made. If anything is like that at the show, it's going to get banned. We're trying to make a place for creators to hopefully break out in the scene, but also still give a Comic-Con feel. So it's not, if we joke and say it's not your typical craft show, because some people have been like, oh, it's going to be grandma's crafts. No, I promise you, it's not.
When I saw Crafticon, that was my first thought. Oh, okay, we got a big craft show going on. It's not that. But let's
it's
backtrack.
Like a fusion.
Gotcha. Okay. But let's backtrack and explain to people who might be watching the show tonight but aren't really into this what RetroCon is. It went well here a couple of years.
Yes.
Weren't able to do it last year because of the hurricane. Hopefully it'll come back. You moved it to Gonzales. But let's talk about RetroCon and what that was, and then we'll kind of backtrack. We'll come back to Crafticon.
Sure thing. And we're actually trying to look at 2027, hopefully come back here. So if those dates align, We'll be back. But RetroCon is something I started out of my home like 3 years ago now. Is the 3rd anniversary a little while back in beginning of September. And it started out as just a little swap meet that we did in Houma, Louisiana, about 30 minutes down the road in a little gym. And people came out, probably had like 500 people that first show, and then they were begging for more. So we did another one 3 months later, moved locations, and then eventually we were in Morgan City, and it was a hit here. I've not heard the end of like local people saying, please bring it back, please, when's the Morgan City show? And we're trying hard. Hopefully we can get those dates worked out with Morgan City. But it's a real blast, you know. You walk in and they got video games you can play on for free, old school arcades to play on from the 80s, 90s, and so on. Buy, sell, and trade, like a free market pretty much with the vendors, and everybody gets a kick out of that with the games and the toys and the collectibles, movies, all that stuff. We get celebrities now that come in from different video games of voice characters, all kind of fun stuff.
So you had this event dedicated to video games, and I guess the different kind of artistry you see in all these different genres. Yes. But you had, as vendors, creators of some of this material.
Yes.
And you felt like they weren't getting their due.
Correct. I just feel like they deserve their own spotlight, and that's why I guess I was trying to do this, because I don't really find, I go to a lot of these shows. I go and I like to do what I call field research. And I'll go to a show and I'll see what you should do, what you shouldn't do. I've seen a lot of shouldn't do's. I've seen a lot of should do's too, which has helped inspire things though. But I've not quite really seen a show like this in Louisiana. And again, with so many creators out there that are trying to break out and hopefully grow their small business and meet new customers and clientele, I felt like, well, I'll try and do it. Mm-hmm. And if it succeeds, great. If not, at least I tried. And like I said, I'm mostly doing this all for them. So I really hope it works out.
Okay. It's October 4th and 5th at the Morgan City Municipal Auditorium. You have a website, crafticon.com.
Yes, sir.
You see it right there. You can go there to buy tickets. There's the ticket prices right there. You can buy advance tickets or tickets at the door, right?
Correct. You can buy them at the door as well.
Okay.
Yes,
Tell you
sir.
what, let's take a quick break. We'll come back with more talking about Crafticon on Voice of the Coast. We'll be right back. welcome once again to Voice of the Coast. Coming up on October 4th and 5th, it is, do I call it the first annual?
It would be the first annual, yes.
First annual
Yes.
Craft-A-Con at the Morgan City Municipal Auditorium. Davey Lusco is the creator of this event, also created RetroCon a few years ago. This is this show is dedicated to crafters, people that are into the artistry of this and actually like to create it. But you don't do this yourself.
No, it's something I've always wanted to get into. When I was a little boy, I used to draw. I just kind of fell off of it. I'm a salesman at heart, and that's where I guess I stay as the heart of this operation. Is I like to sell. I like to give the pitch to people, and that's where my strong suit is.
It's October 4th and 5th at the auditorium. Tickets on sale in advance. You can get them at craftacon.com or at the door. Let's get into some of the things people are actually going to see. And I think at any event like this, what they call cosplay is a big deal. Cos being short for costume. Go ahead.
Correct. Yes, it will be a big deal. So we're actually giving away over $1,500 in cash prizes. I know for sure we also have my cosplay director and host, Kettlebrier's Workshop, he calls himself. He's giving away, I believe it's about $500 worth of prizes. You can pick, it's like either a sewing machine or I think a 3D printer or this other really cool gadget. You get to pick it right there, and he's going to order it, and then you get it shipped to your house.
Okay.
So that's one thing. And it's going to be, like I said, it's going to be a big contest, tons of prizes. We're going to have door prizes that he's going to have that you can do. Cosplay is, in my hope, going to be like the main focus of this show. Like RetroCon is the video games. I hope this gives people that like to dress up and express themselves, you know, a place to be, because they've been looking for a show like that for a while. So I hope to fill that void with this show.
I see a lot of cosplay pictures on the internet, and it tends to be pretty girls. But there's a lot more to it than that.
Correct. Oh no, there's all kinds of different cosplay. Honestly, there's really no right or wrong way to cosplay, because we get people that come into some of my other shows, they'll wear a Halloween costume, and that's okay. You know, you can literally just put on a white T-shirt and blue jeans and say you're Hank Hill from King of the Hill. It's whatever you want to do. Cosplay is like an abstract. And some of my best friends in the industry that do it do like armor building, and that's one of my favorite things. And you use like I think it's EVA foam, and you just like kind of like I think you do like a hair dryer and like mold the sides. They make these armor plates and put them on here. I don't know anything about that, but it's so cool. And yeah, actually, the guy I mentioned before, he made it was a Super Mario Lorian, a Mando Lorian Star Wars Mario mashup. And that was pretty cool. So I wear that to shows sometimes now.
Okay. And to the practicalities of this show, of course, the Craft-A-Con dedicated to people who like to actually create this kind of thing. We should see some people actually who actually create. Are they allowed to sell their creations at this event, or is it kind of a chance for them to come demonstrate what it is they do?
So we got like different types of exhibits that'll be there. So vendors usually pay to be there, and yeah, they're welcome to sell whatever they bring. Again, like I said, it's just they have to send me a list. I need to make sure it's made by them, and if it's not, we're going to be like, no, take that off the floor, just to keep it fair. But we'll also have, different special guests. We have some local film celebrities that are coming that have been in different movies, some that have actually written and directed their own films, so that'll be fun. They'll have workshops for you to come and talk with them and learn about film industry, how to get into it, how they did it, and whatnot. We'll have cosplay guests there that'll be showcasing the stuff that they've made. So there'll be some really cool props that you can get your hands on, take a look at. And I think some of them might actually be selling a few things.
Can you get a little more specific as to who?
Sure.
Give me some names and what kind of things they're going to be talking about as far as your guests.
Sure. So we'll have Play Sauce props and cosplay, as well as Ragnarok props and cosplay. They're both armor building masters, so they'll be talking about building different pieces of armor and whatnot. We do also have, let's see, I think she goes by a code name Archangel, and she makes different cosplays as well. And then we have, what's her name? Whispered Chaos cosplay. I try to remember all these. It's a lot that I deal with. But they're both very wonderful ladies. They'll be showcasing their different creations that they make. If I'm not mistaken, I think some of them sew, some deal with like heavy like makeup design, which that takes hours to do. Wig styling, I believe, and I think they even do props and armor building. So they'll be showing that, discussing that. Yeah, and then we'll also have, this is one of my favorite people, we'll have Robbie Musso there. He's been a long time RetroCon guest. He's the guy that makes all my artwork for every RetroCon. He did work for Transformers. So he's like drawn like package design work for Hasbro, for like Power Rangers, Transformers, all kind of different stuff. He's done stuff for Speed Racer Comics. Very talented local New Orleans artist. Okay. So he'll be there talking about what he does as well. Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun.
All right. Tell you what, we need to take a quick break. Stay with us. We got a lot more to get into as we talk about Crafticon. So stay with us. More to come. Welcome back to Voice of the Coast. We're talking about Crafticon coming up October 4th and 5th at the Auditorium. Davey Lusco, the creator and the director, is here. You got the whole building.
Yes.
Just to make sure people understand how big this event is, you're taking up the whole building with this. And we have talked about the cosplay. The big event probably of the whole weekend is the costume contest.
Yes.
The word you used was spectacle.
I would say it's a spectacle because you never know what someone's going to come dressed up as. There's some amazing things that these people create. You just never know what you're going to see. Every show, it's like a different costume. And most shows also regulate it to where if you won at a certain con with that costume, you can't, I guess you'd say, win with it consecutively at the next one. So a lot of times these people have to make something new. That's why it's so cool. You never know what you're going to see. It's always something different.
You kind of have to retire that winning costume and show that you've got even more creativity.
Correct. It's like a trophy at that point because you won with it. So now, okay, here's my prize, and got to put it aside. But some people still wear them to shows. I mean, there's nothing against that.
Right. Okay,
it's
so
all
that's
good fun.
So the contest is Saturday at 5 o'clock.
Yes, sir.
In the theater.
In the theater.
Most of the displays will take place in the auditorium, in the ballroom.
The ballroom, and then we have the different side wings. So there'll be different activities going on outside there. I actually didn't get to mention this yet. So there'll be jumbo board games outside for people to play on. A few of them, like giant chess, giant checkers. There'll be a giant Connect 4.
You gotta have giant Jenga.
That's a good idea. Next year. We're already over budget this time. But no, I like that. We're also going to have somebody coming in. They'll be doing different workshops outside in that lobby. And it's going to be a very nominal fee. I think it's like $1 or $3 or so. And you buy a kit. They have these nice 3D printed, they're completely white paintables. So you'll be able to paint, it's like a character or maybe an animal from some TV show you like. They'll have different ones you can pick out, and you can go paint it there at the table. Okay. There's also going to be like little flat ones that you can use marker on. That'll be for the kids, something safe and clean. There's a Lego free play area that we'll have. That's going to be fun. There's even adults excited about it. So that's a good sign. All kind of stuff.
And we talk about the vendors that are going to be displaying their wares. Do you have room for more vendors out there? Is it too late to enter?
We could still use a few more. There's always room. We still have a few more spots, and we're still taking them. And I think we still got room for one more food truck. So.
And that's still on the, you go to the Crafticon website for that.
And there's a application form section when you click the menu, and they got all the forms there.
You mentioned food trucks.
Yes.
you're going to have some food out there.
Yes, for sure. As of right now, we have a Creole truck coming, and they're going to have all kind of great Creole Southern food there. And then we also have an Asian food truck that's been faithful to RetroCon for a while. So they're ecstatic to come feed the masses in Morgan City. They've never fed here yet, so they're excited.
Yeah. You're also looking for volunteers.
Absolutely.
What do you need from volunteers, and how do you volunteer?
Well, we just need different people that can like walk around and I guess just maintain the floor, check on vendors, see if they're doing okay. We actually need people to secure the Lego area, make sure nobody walks off with it, because that would ruin the fun.
Lego security.
Yeah,
Okay.
Lego security. I know, right? People to like check in, people that pre-order tickets, wristband appliers to put on wristbands for attendees, just little different things. It's all kind of like help that we need. And they can also apply for that on the website, same application form section.
Okay.
It only takes a couple minutes, not long.
Okay. Tell you what, let's take another break. We got one more segment to go. We are talking about Crafticon October 4th and 5th at the Morgan City Municipal Auditorium. Stay with us. We'll be right back with more of Voice of the Coast. Welcome back to the Voice of the Coast, the first annual Crafticon coming up October 4th and 5th at the Morgan City Municipal Auditorium. The director, Davey Lusco, is here. There's the beautiful artwork. We're going to see a lot of artwork like that from this. We've been talking about costumes, but there's a lot of other kinds of things we're going to say.
Yes.
No AI. Let's point that out. Why no artificial intelligence allowed here?
Well, essentially, it's just because, I mean, even I could do that. Again, like I said, I don't really draw. But you literally just go type in a prompt and say, hey, I want to make puppies rain from the sky with hearts floating down or something crazy. And then somebody's like, oh, well, I drew that. It's like, no, you didn't. The robot, like, doot, 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 doot. Okay, now I got it.
Good point. If I can do it, it's not art.
That's just how I feel about it. Like, some of these people go to school for that, to like do art. And I guess in a way, I just feel like it's a disrespect to it. I can see where artificial intelligence is powerful, but people use it for the wrong things. And to me, that's one of the wrong things, especially in this industry I do, because it's neglecting people that actually do put time and effort into this. And my biggest fear is that it would replace some of these people's like livelihoods.
Right.
Some of these people, that's how they make their money.
So beyond, getting beyond costume making at this, what's some of the kinds of artwork we're going to see at the show?
Sure. So there's going to be people that make like literally like draw digital art on their digital tablets. There'll be anime style art. There'll be comic book style art. There's going to be people that literally make comic books that'll be there. There's going to be people that write, because books, in my opinion, are a form of artistry. It conveys an image.
Absolutely.
There'll be people that literally draw art and have a press there, heat press, to make T-shirts on the spot for you. With, I think that dude has like 300 pieces of art. He's got a lot that he brings to the show. And that's just a few things. There'll also be, there's a lady that she hand makes plushes for children, so that'll be nice. Jewelry. It's just all kind of different stuff. Clothing, apparel. There's a woman that she makes, it's called Decodin, I think it is, Decodin. I probably butchered that. But it's like they call it kawaii, which is cute in Japanese. So, yeah, but it's really nice. A lot of like girls and women enjoy that, so that'll be good. It's like a slice of life at this show. I feel like there's going to be something for everyone. One of my favorite things is there's going to be a couple different baked goods vendors. So that'll be nice.
Okay.
Because that's an art form in itself. They made it.
And in my experience, in my experience, a lot of these artists, as much as they like to display their work, they like to talk about it.
Yes.
You know, so definitely people that will share their not just the work, but share how they do it.
Correct. Now, there's going to be, I was going to say, I didn't get to mention him, but we have this local Lafayette artist, Casey Ferrari, and he makes beautiful murals, like at windows of businesses. what I'm excited about is I'm sure he'll do it for this show. Every show he's been with RetroCon, he live paints. So you get to watch him paint a giant canvas at the show.
Cool.
So I'm sure he'll most likely be coming up with something.
Okay.
He hadn't let me know yet. He's always secretive about it. But then he's like, I got this idea. It's awesome.
We're almost out of time, but you got you have a dance troupe coming in, going to do some kind of a.
It's one individual. She goes by Sakura, I believe it is, and she'll be doing it. It's like an idol dance performance. They call it K-pop, Korean pop, something like that. Okay. So should be nice, and we'll be doing that on the Saturday. So that'll be fun.
And that's going to be in the auditorium.
Yes, sir. On the big old
in the
stage.
theater as well.
I love that stage.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
We got about a minute left. RetroCon, let's go back to that. You said you hope to come back in 27. When's the next one?
We'll have another one in Gonzales, February 7th and 8th. We'll be celebrating the 30th anniversary of Pokemon at that show, so that should be fun. And then we'll have a show that's going to be 3 times the size of that one, our largest convention ever, over 65,000 square feet of stuff to see. And that's going to be August 1st and 2nd at Lamar Dixon as well. And that's the plan is that's going to become our annual show. And then we're hoping for a smooth transition to come back to Morgan City for springtime each year. We're just trying to work with the venue, get the dates down pat, and then hopefully we can keep coming back regularly. We miss it. I love this town.
All right. We appreciate your time.
Thank you.
October 4th and 5th, Craft-A-Com. We hope to see you there. Thanks for joining us on Voice of the Coast. We'll see you next time.